Have you ever been depressed or oppressed? Man, I have. It's in a dark hole. You're way down there. You can't see daylight. You don't have a vision. You can't rise up. You can't make a judgment. You can't even make a decision. All you want to do is sleep. That's what I want to do. And I've been there twice, big time, a number of years ago. I'm not there anymore because I have beat it. Let me tell you what it was like to me. When I was a little boy, about 12 years old, my daddy said something to me, made me so mad. And I got my little old stick and I went wandering off down in the woods, and I come across a little patch of grass, and I was beating that grass back and forth, and I said, well, I guarantee you if I got bit by a snake, my daddy would be sorry. That's the dumbest thing I could have ever said. Now, I don't know why we do that, but I hit some grass and it laid back, and there was the biggest copperhead I have ever seen, and my foot stepped right next to his head. He was curled up. He wasn't ready to strike, but I could tell he was looking at me, and I knew if I tried to move, he would get me. I was frozen with fear. Literally, I could not move. All I could think was, I'm going to holler for my daddy. The one that just made me mad, I wanted him to come save me, right? Dad, Dad, and he was way up on the hill, probably 100 yards. And finally, after a while, he'd come out, and I said, Dad, Dad, bring the shotgun. There's a snake. So he went inside and got the gun and ambled down the hill, and he's going so slow. But he got down there, and he saw the snake, and he shot his head off, right at my foot. Oh, man, a flood of relief came all over me. Well, that's what oppression and depression does to you. It freezes you. That's what it did to me. Now, I got to tell you something. It was years later when I went down as an adult into that rabbit hole again. And here is the end of that matter. The Lord spoke to me, and he said this: joy is a choice. Well, that got my attention, because I'm sitting here thinking I'm so depressed, I'm so down, and woe is me, and I'm going to go and eat some worms, right? No, you can't do that in your mind, and you can't do that with your mouth. That's not the way to get out. So I said, well, then my depression must be a choice. He said, yep, that's what you've been doing to yourself. You beat yourself down. I went, Lord? He said, joy is a choice. Just remember that. When I got out of that hospital, when I was an older man, I made up my mind. That's been like 30-something years ago now, that I'm going to have joy every day of my life. And I have, because I got to get up and say, joy is a choice. And now I have joy all day. I have joy all night. I go to bed with joy. And not only that, sometimes I wake myself up at night laughing because I've got so much joy. Now, I don't know anybody else like this. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, people get down. I don't get down over anything anymore. I don't get down over death, attacks, sickness, destruction of wealth, loss of jobs, nothing. I don't get down. You can't get me down. Why? Because joy is a choice. Jesus said, I give you joy, not the joy that the world gives you, but I give you joy that I give you. He's going to give us joy. He's going to give us peace. And if you will just remember those little scriptures right there, you're going to find your life coming out of that rabbit hole. You're going to find yourself coming out of that depression, out of that oppression. I don't care what has happened to you. Maybe you lost your husband, ladies. Maybe you lost a child. Maybe somebody's on drugs and you're all down and depressed. Stop it. Stop it. Joy is a choice. You got to rise up and be a man or woman of God and make that decision. Okay? I love you guys. I love y'all so much. God bless you, and go in peace. Bye.